Hello, Internet. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where you come to go to sleep. I have on a special shirt for you today. It is Sleeping Sushi. Sleeping Sushi cutting with a shrimp. Sleeping Sushi with a sashimi blanket. Sleeping Sushi with a sashimi blanket. So, you come here and go to sleep. I've got the window on. I've got the TV on with the window, and it's raining because I think raining is very soothing. And we're going to pick up where we left off, which was Genesis 4. Remember last time God talked about the creation of the world, and it took 7 days. On the seventh day, He made man. The first in a few days, He divided the light and the waters, and made animals and plants, and He made man, and then Eve, and Adam loved Eve, and then they ate of the fruit. God didn't like it, casted them out. Man has to work by the sweat of his brow to eat food, and Eve has to go under the burden of sorrow and bear children, and I think that's about it. Okay, so here we go. We're back to Adam and Eve, chapter 4 of Genesis. Ready? Then Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she said again, bear his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. So Adam and Eve had a baby, and the baby's name was Cain. And then Cain had a brother, and his name was Abel. So Cain was the older brother, and then Abel was the second one. How many guys are first kids out there? I'm number 2. I'm like Abel. Who's like Cain? Who's like the first baby? I don't know. I think first is pretty good. Middle kids are pretty cool. Babies are pretty cool. I know a lot of people who are babies of the family. They're really cool. I like the babies a lot. Anyway, Cain's the older brother, and then Abel's the younger brother. And then and Cain brought fruit to offer to the Lord. So Cain's like, here, God, I have some food for you. And Abel did the same thing, except Abel brought the firstling of the flock and the fat thereof. And the Lord liked Abel's offering. The second kid, Abel. God liked Abel's sheep, and God didn't like Cain's fruit. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? Oh, and because God didn't like his fruit, Cain was like upset. Cain was upset. So Cain didn't like that. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. Wow. So God said, why are you mad, Cain? And then it says, if things don't go well, aren't you okay? And if things don't go well, then sin's gonna come soon. And you'll do whatever you want, and you can rule over him. Oh. So God basically told him that if he wanted to, he could sin, and he can get what he wants. So Cain found Abel and killed him in the field. That's the first death of the world. Cain killing his brother Abel. That's the first death of the world. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. Let's try that again. And God said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is greater than I can bear. So the God told Cain, because he had killed his brother, that no longer when he tills the ground, it will not give him fruit. And he will be a fugitive and a vagabond. And Cain said, This punishment sucks, I can't do it. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I have... Behold, thou hast driven me out of this day, and from the face of the earth... Let's try that again. Behold, this is what Cain said. Behold, thou hast driven me out of this day from the earth... Wow. Cain said, Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him shall kill him. So basically, do you guys know what a vagabond and a fugitive is? A fugitive is someone who breaks the law and is running away from justice. A fugitive is a bad guy. A fugitive is someone who broke the law. So Cain was a fugitive. And a vagabond is someone who wanders around and just wanders and has no home. So Cain was a vagabond and a fugitive. So he had no home, he wanders around, and he is running away from the law. And God put a mark on him, so if anybody found him, they could kill him. They're allowed to kill him because he's a fugitive. Because that's what justice does. Justice is justice. And when you do something bad, you get justice. You know what that means, right? Ask your mom if you don't know what that means. So, God said that whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken upon him sevenfold. So vengeance shall be taken upon Cain 7 times. So the vengeance that Cain did to his brother, Abel, will be 7 times worse than what he did to Abel. Anyway, and Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod. The land of Nod, on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. Enoch's important, remember him. And he builded a city, and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. And unto Enoch is born Irad, and Irad begat Mehujael, and Mehujael begat Methuselah, and Methuselah begat Lamech. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of one was Ada, and the name of the other was Zillah. And Ada bare Jabal, and he was the father of such as dwell in tents, and such as have cattle. And his brother's name was Jabal, and he was the father of all such as handle the harp and organ. And Zillah, she bare... That means Jabal was a musician. Jabal would be a great name for a musician. If you should have a baby, They should name him Jabal. And that'd be magician. I mean, a musician, not a magician. Anyway, and Zillah, she also bare Tubal Cain, an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal Cain was named. So Tubal Cain is a great ironsmith. And Lamech said unto his wives, Ada and Zillah, Hear my voice, ye wives of Lamech, hearken unto my speech. For I have slain a man unto my wounding, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and 70-fold. And Adam knew his wife again, she bare a son. So Adam and Eve bare another son, and they called his name Seth. For God, said she, hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. So Eve said God gave Eve another son named Seth, because Cain killed Abel. So God gave her Seth. And to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. Enos, that's an important name too. You know who Enos is? You'll find out. That's the end of chapter 4. So I'm going to stop here because I'm going to check the audio of this tape. But I'm just going to pick up right where I left off and just keep on reading. Okay? Bye-bye.